everybody, this is Arch Note. Today we're like to do is stringing the pieces on the sticks and get ready to color them. So begin this step, you may want to prepare several things. First, you may want to remember the frame we cut off the parts from, and I said you may want to keep them. And the next step is like chopping that into like this line, so it can be easily done just like you see. Probably if this part you want this part, just cut it off like this and trim all the extra parts away, you know, so you will become like this. Also, what you would like to use will be like a stick or toothpicks. So they might be like a wood stick like this, but probably it will be like trimmed down a little bit because this is a little bit long. And for smaller components, you may want to use the toothpick, you know, like to just put them on the stick. Because what we are gonna to do is using the airbrush. So you know, you may not want your hands to touch the components while you will like absolutely will leave the fingerprints. So, and also you will color your hands too. So you may want to have a nice distance to it. And also another thing is after we string the stick with the parts, you may want to prepare a styrofoam board that you can like stick it into now. So either kind is fine. This one is a purple one, and I think that holds pretty good. You know, you just don't want it to like wobble around. You just want it to be can stand on its own properly. So yeah, either styrofoam board will be fine. Another thing is you may want to use for like smaller components like this. You may want to have a cardboard, like a thicker cardboard. This will probably be a illustration board, the hot press or so. But maybe this part, yeah, it can do, because the airbrush has a lot of strength to it. You know, if you use this too soft like this kind of paper, if you like blow it and the paper just fly away, you know, and you cannot hold it well steady, it will give you a lot of hard time doing that. So you may want to use the cardboard, then use a double side tape to tape those smaller components on top of the cardboard. Okay, so let's get things ready, and I'll go to the next step for you. Oh, by the way, when you're trimming, be sure to hold your pieces, otherwise they will like fool around. And also, please be careful, because what you're choosing, because some of the particle, they're not full like a circle. You see, like this one, only half of it, so you may not hold the component really strong. So you might want to try to avoid that one and pick another one, you see. Okay, after I cut out all the sticks, you can see, and the rest you can toss it away or put that in the plastic glue or cement, if you like to make it like even thicker. But just don't put too much. Use the thinner one, it will melt faster. And the next thing we were trying to do is arrange our components, because there's two ways. One way is to categorize by color, because when you work with those, you will be faster. Just grab a palette and which is a whole white color, or just which are whole red color to it. That would be easier one. And the other way is categorized by parts, because when you and right now we're dealing with a smaller piece, so there are not many like parts separated. But if you go larger scale, like 1 to 100 or even 1 to 60, yeah, component will become a little bit sophisticated. So it's another way to just categorize by the body parts. Otherwise, you may lose something, you don't even notice that. But for now, we will probably go with colors, and I will like arrange those. And be careful, after we put down our primer, we cannot see the color at all because they all became grayish. One advantage of that is it gives you consistency, and also the gray primer will let you to check if you miss anything like cracks, or when we do the no gap technique, we miss some part, and we can use the sandpaper to go back to fix that, then put the primer back on. Another thing is when you use the sandpaper, you will leave you the sanding marks, so the primer can cover those. And I will explain that later in the primer section. But right now we're just focusing on like putting everything on sticks. Alright, let's get started. Okay, as you can see now, I tear all the parts apart, and some parts I cannot tear. I have to use the tape after trying to color them separately. And one trick of using the plastic stick is like when you took a lighter and just burn one end of it. I know it smells a little bit bad, but bear with me. And stretch it. What this doing is you like it to come thinner and give you a nice tip that you can go into the styrofoam for. Right, and just use a nipper to cut away the extras. Cut that way. See, that will be much easier to put it down. And the other part is doing the same thing, you know, like for example, let's try to pick a piece like this one, because yeah, right. So all you like to do is burning the tip of it. And this is still hot, and just stick into it. It will shift the oh wait, it's too long. It should shift it to the side, and yeah, it's much better. So you will like it's almost like a glue, but it can detach from each other pretty easily after you just put a little strength to it. Now you'll see it's like pretty steady, you know. And you can just try to like swing it, and if it doesn't fall off, it should be good. Alright, so you put that on your foam board, and you can arrange that the way you want it, so from low to high, so it can be easier for you to grab. So yeah, I'm going to do that and fast forward for you guys and let you see the outcome. Okay? Alright, as you can see, this part is the they call the gun gray. Is finished, and some of them are like mixed colors, so I just put in next to them each other. And one thing using the cardboard you may notice is that I keep them separated, like just 1 inch or so. So just like when you use the brush pen, you don't want to like when you color this part, you don't want the paint to go over to the next one. Otherwise, you will do like a double layer, and when what happens is when the paint go too thick, it will give you a sand-like texture, and you will get a really bothering in the later stage. So you may try to avoid that. Also, using the cardboard, some some component may stick out a little bit and just give you one touch point. So what I would do is like cut through the paper so that the component can stick there better. One way to make sure whether it stick enough or not is just like turning upside down and just shake it, and it's good. So yeah, we're fine. And for the sword, because I cannot find any like point that I don't need to color, what I will do is like paint the top, the front part probably, and let it dry, then come back for the later part. So that's why you always don't want to string things. Otherwise, you have to do it like 2 times. It kind of time is consuming. But what I would do is probably do it first and go over all the parts, and then come back to this one, right? And let me finish the rest, and we'll end today's video. Oh, also the softer part, I don't color them because what happened is they are bendable. So if you color them, and the paint will easily fall off. And they mainly use this like for the joint, which you may not see that often. Probably the neck part will show just a little bit. So yeah, I can deal with that. So I just leave that alone, but just be sure to keep them like safe. Otherwise, if you lose some part, you have to buy another box for that. Alright, let's move forward. Alright, now it's done. So yeah, I'm feeling a little bit dizzy already, just because we are burning plastic. So make sure you open the window so let the air come through. And also another thing is when we use the wood stick, be sure to sharpen the tip, just like sharpening a pencil, you see. And this is better you do it on the cutting board, so you won't cut yourself, you see. And also when you feel like you stick into the joint or the key, and the wood stick is a little bit too loose, it's always a good idea to just take a little piece of double-sided tape and tape on top of and the tip of it, and then stick it into it. Alright, so that's probably all for today's video. If you enjoy it, please drop a like, leave a comment, and I'll see you all in the next video. Thank you.